You don't need to know everything. You just need to be brave, and you need to be determined and just have faith in what you want to do. If you have the faith and the bravery, there's no reason you can't succeed.
This is Don't Fear Grit with Rob Taormina. Marketing strategies and advertising technologies to help you build a better business.
Hey guys, welcome back. And today we have someone that's going to help us to dance our way to success. We have Michele in the studio. Thanks, Michele, for coming out.
Thanks for having me. Very excited.
So my wife has gone to your dance studio, and she comes back like full of energy and so positive. So you have like a positive experience dance studio. That's what I like to call it, I guess.
Yes, I like calling it that too.
You have such an amazing like just vibe and energy and bubbly, and you're just so positive. And I think if people just hung out with you, they would be happier. Depression would go away.
Yeah, I think you should say that louder for the people in the back.
So just give some context to all of our listeners and people who watch the show. Who are you? What business do you own? Where is it? All that good stuff.
All right, so I'm Michele Marciante. I am a Smithtown East alumni, St. James born and bred. And I own Dance On, which is an adult dance and fitness studio, and it is just for people 18 years and older. So you have to be 18 to join. There's no, younger classes, no kiddie classes. It's just for adults.
Yeah.
So growing up as a dancer, you graduate high school, you graduate your studio, then what do you do?
Right.
Dance was a part of your life for 18 plus years maybe. Now where do you go? If you don't live in a big city, you're maybe not by Broadway Dance Center, Steps. You're not by a studio maybe that offers these kinds of classes.
Yep.
So then you would have to trek into the city. Who has the time?
Sure.
So, and that alone is stressful, but you're trying to dance to de-stress.
Yeah.
So it's just counterproductive.
Yeah.
So after a very dramatic breakdown at 25 years old, I decided.
The quarter life crisis.
Yes, the quarter life crisis brought on Dance On.
Yeah.
So it's just a place for people to come and literally find out why people say dance your troubles away.
Yeah.
So we offer weekly classes, both dance and fitness. So we offer like traditional dance classes like tap, jazz, hip hop, contemporary, and then we offer fitness classes like bar, boot camp, 305 fitness, which is like the latest thing in the city, as well as dance cardio, which is essentially like a Zumba class, but you're dancing to more of like today's hits.
Yeah.
And it has like less like Spanish, background.
Yeah.
And it's just a really stress-free environment. So you don't have to worry about coming to class every single week like you did when you were younger. If you can make a class, a tap class on Tuesday, but you can't make it the following week, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's new every single week. So you're never missing anything.
Yeah.
It's just a place to come,
Sure.
forget about life for an hour, just kind of get lost in the movement.
Yeah.
And we offer classes for people who have never danced before, so beginner classes. And then we also offer intermediate classes for people who have been dancing and, just want to keep up with it and, remember why they did it for so long.
Yeah.
So that's what we do at Dance On. It's just a place to, one of our dancers said, it's a place to come, curse, and shake your butt and just feel great. And I was like, wow, that's our new tagline. Great.
Exactly. Put it on all the marketing materials.
Yeah, that's it. I'm getting shirts. Great.
Yeah.
Great. So that's what we do. We just have a great time. We have, really cool color changing lights that we leave on in the room.
Yes.
So it's kind of in like a darker room, but no one's looking at you. No one's judging you. You're just dancing with yourself in the mirror. All our instructors are really, really positive and supportive. They're, say like, yeah, I see you twerking back there. Like, they make you feel good.
Sure.
So that you just forget about life. And that's what our goal is. We want to help people dance through life, forget about their troubles and their worries, and just have a great time.
Well, I think it's amazing what you're doing, and I think you're feeling a massive need in the area, targeting, adults that want to continue to dance, but maybe are not professionals, but they know that they feel good about themselves.
Right.
And so that's an amazing thing that you're doing. So kudos to you.
Thank you.
So tell us, though, how you got started. Why did you decide to open up a dance studio? Like, opening up a business is hard.
Yes.
Right? Opening up a dance studio is even harder.
Right.
So why did you decide to do that?
So on my 25th birthday, I was having breakfast with my mom. She made me a lovely birthday breakfast, and I cut into my waffle, and I started crying. And
You're emotional.
Okay, so I guess I should preface this by saying I don't consider myself a crier, yet these stories might prove otherwise.
Because normally people don't cut into waffles and start crying.
I know. Yeah. It's weird. I know. I'm just going to say that was an off day.
Okay.
So, but yes, I was freaked out about turning 25. Yeah. I was in a job that I did not like whatsoever. Sure. I wasn't happy. And I was looking at all my friends and I'm like, oh my God, they seem so happy. You know, the curse of social media. So I'm looking and I'm like, oh my God, look at this one, look at that one. What am I doing? Oh my God. So my mom goes, oh my God. She goes, I can't listen to you anymore. She goes, here's money, please leave. I said, where do you want me to go? She goes, I don't care where you go.
She sounds like an Italian mom.
She's 100% an Italian mom, and I wouldn't want her any other way.
Yeah.
So she goes, get your nails done, go get your hair done, go take a dance class. That's the only time you're happy. And I said, where do you want me to go? By the time I get into the city, sign up for a class, I'm already 2 hours in for what, an hour dance class? And then I'm going to have to do all the whole commute back home? I don't want to do that.
Right.
So she goes, then that's it. That's what you're going to do. You're going to open up a dance studio for people like you who have nowhere to dance.
Mom.
Go mom.
Wow.
I know. This is why she's my number one girl. Hey, Mom. So she, I looked at her and I said, okay, I'm going to do it. So my whole life, you know, I'm a control freak. This doesn't make me sound too good, but I'm a control freak. I'm very organized. I'm very, you know, I know what I want. I know what to do. I'll figure it out. You know, my mom's, we call her, what do we call her?
Mom?
Jack of all trades besides mom. We call her a bunch of things, all good things, but so you know, she can just figure it out. You know, she swears by cable ties. She thinks they can fix everything. Nice. So and she somehow makes them do. So it works. So I feel like I got that gene from her. So I knew I could do it. I knew I could be a boss. I knew I could be organized. I knew I could be, you know, have that strong hand, but also that welcoming smile. I knew I could do it. Coaching since I'm 19, you're a boss of the team. So that was kind of like my
coaching a dance team?
Yes. The Smithtown East JV kickline team.
Oh, okay.
Hey, girls. So that was kind of like my schooling for being a boss. Yeah. So, you know, I went to school for, you know, math education, and I got my master's in math education. So I had the math. Now it was just the business aspect of it.
Wow, okay.
So I went to my Aunt Roro, who owns Chorus Line Dance Studio. That's where I grew up dancing, graduated from. And I told her my idea. And she goes, that's a great idea. And I said, I just wanted you to know, because when, you know, it comes out, I don't want you to think I'm opening up a kids studio, because I'm not.
Right.
I don't want to do it. I
you.
don't want to do the kids. It's not for me. I want adults only.
Yeah.
So she goes, you can do whatever you want, and I'll support you. Even if it was kids, I'd support you. Whatever you want to do, I'm here for you.
You have an amazing family.
I really do. I'm very blessed. So I said, okay. So that was Sunday. So then the next day I'm at work, and my Aunt Roro texts me, and she goes, why don't you come over after school?
Okay.
I have a great idea. So now I'm panicking because I'm like, oh my gosh, what is she going to say? I don't know what to do. I'm texting my mom. My mom's like, you need to calm down. Yeah. You're a little crazy. She's like, I'll come with you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So I go, and now my Aunt Roro had a 2-room dance school in Smithtown.
Okay.
Right across from the entrance to Northern State Parkway. So I go over, and she goes, I have an idea. Why don't you rent the room from me? That way you don't have to worry about building a storefront. You don't have to worry about getting anything, no supplies, nothing. Just take the room.
No overhead.
Nothing.
Yeah.
That's it. And that was really why I was able to do this.
Yeah.
So I decided I was going to do this in July, and then the following July 1st, I opened the doors.
Oh my gosh.
It was an overwhelming year. It was a huge learning year. There's a lot of things that I had no idea what I was talking about.
Right. Opening up a dance school, it doesn't mean we're just going to dance all the time. That's all it is, right?
You have to figure out scheduling. You have to figure out, you know, what do people want? You know, how long do people want to dance for? What times do they want to dance? You know, things like that. And, you know, you have to try to figure out, well, why are they going to want to come here? Like, yeah, okay, that's great. Like, it's somewhere to dance. But if they've been dancing at Broadway Dance Center in the city, why are they going to leave that to come to a little, you know, new studio on Long Island? Yeah. So I did a lot of research. I looked at a lot of, you know, fitness classes and stuff. And I wanted to make it more fitness-based, so that way people felt a little bit more comfortable coming in. Because sometimes, you know, and I learned this going along the way, I would say advanced contemporary. And, you know, one of my friends, I texted her and I said, you want to take the class with me? And she's like, Michelle, I haven't danced in like 5 years. I don't think I could do advanced. That's, you know, a little intimidating. And I was like, oh, well, what if I called it intermediate? And she was like, no, I could do that. She's like, you know, I don't think I would want to do beginner.
Perception,
but,
that's all it is.
Right. So I was like, okay. So, you know, learning these little things along the way really helped. But, I had to find an accountant. I had to find,
Sure.
sound and all that. I never had to do anything like that in my life. I'm 27. I'm living home. I'm never leaving. Sorry. So, it was just like I had to really, really grow up in 1 year. So I remember, my mom, thank God for her, she was full on board. She was like, all right, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do that.
Wow.
Do you have this? Do you have that? My sister was so excited for me.
Wow.
And I remember, making a PowerPoint for my dad to tell him that I was leaving teaching to go.
You made a PowerPoint.
I made a PowerPoint.
To present this to your father.
And I did.
You did not.
I swear. And I shook through the whole thing.
Hold on. Let's talk about this. So you had another job before this?
I did. I was a middle school teacher.
So you were a teacher.
I was.
So that's right. So you have your degrees in math. So
yes,
you're a math teacher?
I am.
Wow. So you're a math teacher.
Yes.
You're working. And then you want to make this big shift. You've done all your due diligence. You've done all your homework. You're ready to launch.
Yep.
And the way that you tell your daddy.
PowerPoint.
And obviously I know how it ended up, so it worked.
Yeah.
You're hesitant there. All right. So
Yes.
I want to know everything. Like, so you walk in, was it on a computer? Did you put it on your TV?
No. So I said to my mom, I said, can you sit with me? And she goes, absolutely not. She goes, you're a big girl.
Yeah.
Do it yourself. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay. So I said, in our house, we have kind of like a back porch patio. So,
Sure.
I set it up on my computer on the table, and I had the chair ready for him, and I said, "Can I just, I want to show
Got
you
me a glass
something."
of wine.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I was trying to figure what's his favorite cookies. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So he came in, and I sat down, I clicked through the whole thing, and he, like any father, was concerned. Want to make sure I was going to be okay. Teaching is a great job. It just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
So, I think I really won him over at my grand opening because I did it all myself. I had the bagels, the drinks. I had a friend of mine. She owns her own little boutique store, so I had her bring her clothes.
Oh,
I had
wow.
raffles from local businesses.
Oh my gosh. You're a hustler. My goodness.
I am.
Yeah.
So I'm very blessed to have people around me who showed me the way.
Yeah.
So I had everything going. I was all ready, and when I came home that day, and he came, he walked in, he saw, and then when I came home that day, he said, my family calls me Bella, and he goes, Belle, you didn't miss a thing. You had everything there. You did a good job. So, of course, me being the scutch I am, I was like, you can say it. I know what that means. You can say you're proud. It's okay. You can. I won't tell anyone. So he starts laughing, and then from then on, it was okay. Once he saw that I am taking this seriously.
Yes.
I understand.
That was key, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and even still, there are things that I'm like, wait, I have to do what? Like, there are things that you just don't know unless you actually go through it.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Sadie, who's the creator of 305 Fitness. My wonderful sister got me a workshop with her, and I was talking to her, and I said to her, and she has this huge business. She has studios all over the country, so she's like big scale. And I said to her, do you ever feel like there's days where like you just want to wish you never did it?
Yeah.
And she was like, oh yeah. She goes, there are days I wish I never did it. She
Wow.
goes, but they're just seconds.
Yeah,
She goes,
yeah.
and then the rest of the day I'm smiling.
Right.
She goes, and there are days where I feel really lonely because no one else understands what it's like to own a business unless they do.
Right.
So now in my head I'm like, oh my God, am I lonely? I don't know. Oh my God, is that another thing I have to worry about?
Yeah.
So but she, it's just nice to talk to people who understand what you're going through, who have literally built it from the ground zero up. So I think, talking to those people really, really helped me, learning from them. And, I really love what I do because I feel like I'm not in competition with anyone else because we're only adults. That's it. There's no other studio on Long Island that is just 18 and older. That's it. So I feel, comfortable. And, if there were to be another person that wanted to do this somewhere, more power to them. I think there are so many people out there who just want to dance and they just have no way to go.
I actually think that if anything, I would encourage other people to open up schools that are dedicated to that because it creates market then. Yeah. If there are, let's say there's another place, an hour from here in either direction, creating these places, it's building awareness, creating interest, and it just helps actually those studios get more people to sign up. So I think that's a way that you can have healthy competition in marketplace. Right. So I think that'll be great. Yeah. So, all right, you're really impressing me, by the way.
Thank you.
I was not informed of most of this. I did not know you were a mathematician, so I've got Einstein sitting next to me.
Well, don't say that. I don't know.
And I love your story, the fact that, you had another career, you were going in that direction, and, you just took an opportunity, and you ran with it.
Yep.
Even if you had some fears along the way, you tackled them, you dealt with it head on. That's a big part, I think, of entrepreneurship, that most people don't pursue what it is that they want because it's just this element of fear.
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
I think that you just have to be brave. You don't need to know everything. You just need to be brave, and you need to be determined and just have faith in what you want to do. If you have the faith and the bravery, there's no reason you can't succeed.
Yeah, I mean, there's also one more part of it, and then you sort of just naturally did it anyway. I mean, you're a very smart person. You are organized. You're a type A, clearly.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
And you didn't just impulsively pursue this. I mean, you told me that it took you months. I think it was about a year, actually. You did a lot of homework.
Yes.
You learned all of the parts of owning a business that was not related to just dance.
Right.
To position yourself for a better chance of success.
Right.
And that's, I think, why you're doing so well with this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're trying. We're still very new. And, when I was, starting and all my family, they were like, it takes about 5 years to decide, if your business is good or not. And in my head, I'm like, what? I'm like, 5 years? I'm like, oh my God.
It's an eternity.
What do you mean? I'm like, I'm not going to know in the first month.
Right,
and they were like, no, you're not going to know in the first year. You're not going to know in the second year.
No.
And it's so true. I mean, I thank God, we're doing well, and we have people that keep coming back. We give them reasons to keep coming back, and now we have really our own community. I mean, we have people who come from the Rockaways that come to dance with us, and we have people that come out from Manorville that come to dance with us.
That's incredible.
So it's just a great environment, and it really is contagious. When you leave, you're like, oh, I get it now, and now I need to bring everyone that I know. And that's just really what's been our biggest blessing is word of mouth. When I did this, my mom said, oh, you got to go into the penny saver. And I'm like, I don't even know where to get a penny saver. I don't even know what that is. I don't think I've ever seen one. I said, I'm not. And it was another girl that I grew up with. She danced with my sister. So she's older. She actually opened the Pure Bar in Miller Place, Katie Zimmer.
Yeah.
Well, that's not her married name. But she said to me, I met with her. I opened July 1st. I met with her in September. And we were talking, and I said to her, I just hope that I'm doing everything I can to make this what it can be.
Yes.
And she said, well, are you paying for ads on social media? And I said, no. And she goes, well, then you're not. And in my head, I'm like, okay, sure. All this other back-breaking work that I'm doing. But okay, sure.
Yeah.
So I thought about what she said. And that night, I looked into it. I was lying in bed, and I looked into it. And I was like, okay, this says I can pay $2 a day for 5 days, and I'll reach X amount of people. All right, I can spare the $10. Let me see.
Yeah.
So it was 9 p.m. at night. I did it.
Yeah.
And I said it.
Sure.
I woke up the next day with like 3 new messages.
Oh my gosh.
50-something new likes on the page.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. I went back on. It was like $100 a day. It worked. It really did.
It does.
So, and that's really what I do. I just, from time to time, do the social media ads, but everything else is really word of mouth. And whenever there's an event going on in the community, I always donate a basket and give away free classes just to get us out there, and
be
give
present.
back. Yeah, exactly. And give back and, support people that will hopefully support me in the end. And just see what happens from there. Yeah,
well, you've created, I mean, you're not just a dance studio. I think you were very smart from the very beginning to come up with an angle.
Thank you.
So your angle makes you unique, and it gets people curious and paying attention to you. So it's great. But even more so than that, and I don't know if you intentionally figured this out, like you were pursuing it, or it just happened because you're just very smart at what you do, but experiential sort of components to service-based businesses is key to success.
Absolutely.
And you knew that.
Yeah.
It was just like inherent in you. Like, I knew I had to create a good experience, and you did it.
I have to say that's really all my teachers. They really are just phenomenal. They really are. I mean, I have my sister who works for me. And,
is that right?
Yes, she does.
And you guys get along?
Yes.
Wow.
You know what? Because we're different people.
Oh,
and
okay.
she understands the crazy in me. So she just does what I want, and she's great.
Yes.
And thank you, Nikki. She's great. But she has 2 young ones at home.
Oh, wow.
And it's so funny because my sister, she's not, what's the word? She's not like very conservative, but she's more like, the way I describe my sister is if you had to take an elevator ride with her for a floor, you'd be best friends. My sister just makes you feel like the only person in the entire world when you're talking to her. She's just that kind of person. She's
perfect,
a great person.
by the way, then in that job.
Absolutely.
In that role. Yes.
So, and then I describe me where if we're going up in the elevator together, you're not even gonna see my face because I'm staring at the floor the whole time. Like, just don't talk to me. I just
really?
I
don't get that impression like at all.
It's weird. It's because when I talk about dance and dance on, and even like
then you turn on. Then you're.
It's it. That's it.
Oh,
I can talk about anything. But when it comes to like meeting new people, sometimes I'm like, I'm definitely the more shy one.
Wow.
So my sister, thank God, I say she has an alter ego because now when she comes to teach her 305 classes and her heels classes and all that stuff, she's wearing all these outfits and she walks in and I'm like, who are you? I'm like, what happened? Oh my God. It's like another world, but that's just what we are.
Yeah.
We're a place where people can come and be another person if they want to. They can really let their inner self out.
Yes.
And that's what we want. We want people to feel comfortable enough to dance in a sports bra if they want to dance in a sports bra. Take it off if you want to take it off. We don't care. We're all just here to have a good time.
Let it hang out.
Literally, let it hang out. We don't care.
Oh my goodness. No wonder my wife actually likes to go there. Okay, I get it.
So it's just a great time. So and I'm really thankful for all my teachers. They do like an outstanding job. And
so it's a judge-free zone.
Absolutely, judge-free.
Yeah.
100%. I say on social media, I posted a picture one time, and the caption was, come as strangers, leave as best friends. And everyone was like, so true, so true, so true. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's just, it's true. You have your dance friends again.
Yeah.
My best friends, I have 2 girls that I met when I was 6 years old at dance. They're still my best friends.
Wow.
It's just a connection that, any dancer out there, or even any athlete out there, you have that bond with your team, with your people.
Sure.
So, and we're, bringing that back. And that's just something that was really, I was missing from my life. And, I was kind of hanging on to those people that I danced with in high school. Like, I don't want to lose that bond. I don't want to lose that connection. Like, I need it. It made me so happy. So now, we opened up and now we have new dance friends, old dance friends are all coming together. It's
That's
just
incredible.
Great. Yeah.
So, this also sounds like a great way for, like you're saying, let's say there's a group of friends, they knew each other in high school, they fell apart a little bit through college, everyone is going to get married, they have kids, they're doing life, right? And, would this be a great thing for maybe some friends to get together and come in?
Absolutely. So, we have people, there are some people who I would definitely be one of them where I would be a little intimidated to go by myself.
Yeah.
So, if people are still home and in the area, hey, I really saw this class. It looked a lot of fun. Would you want to take it with me kind of a thing? And I have, reconnected with a lot of people since then doing that. So I danced for the New York Cosmos, the soccer team, for a couple years. And that was, a bond I was missing. And, those girls, some of my teammates now come and dance with me at my studio.
Wow.
So it's just a good time. But we also offer free class. Let me rephrase that. Yeah. We offer group classes.
Oh, okay.
So, if you want to come for a birthday.
Everything's free.
Everything's free. Come to dance on. Yeah, definitely.
Yes,
but,
we don't have to pay our bills.
No, that's fine. Money's not enough.
No,
that's fine. Money grows on trees, right?
Yeah, that's what I hear.
So it's fine. So, if you have a birthday party, or we've had bachelorette parties that come and they just do a 305 class.
That's
so,
a great idea.
So we do $30 per person.
Okay.
And, with that, we get decorations. You get to pick the class you want to take and the instructor. We pick a time that's, off business hours. So it's just you guys in there.
Okay.
And then we also get, like fruit and, like snacks and stuff for, as well. So you're getting the whole class experience.
Yes.
You're getting the little decor that you want. You're getting like snacks and drinks and whatever. And there's a liquor store right next door. If
That's
you want
convenient.
to hit something else on the way home, but we don't have a liquor license, so don't ask.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, so it's just, it's a great thing.
Yes.
Think about when I don't know if guys are the same way, but when girls go out and you just dance with your friends, there's nothing like it. Even at a wedding when you're dancing with a bunch of people, it's just so fun.
It is fun.
Think about when you go to a concert and everyone's dancing. No one's judging you. You're just dancing and having a good time.
Yeah.
So that's what we do. We just dance and we have a good time, whether it's with people that and it's a private class, or with, strangers that will eventually be, telling you that you have a great butt when you leave. It's just a good time.
Yeah, I think dance is one of those things that we all have in common. I think you nailed it. Even when you go to a wedding or any party, right? People talk about 2 things, the food and the music. The music, why? Because whether or not you're on the dance floor.
Absolutely, yeah.
So it is a huge part of of life, and I bet you that there's some type of science that like what dance does like to your mind. It like probably triggers something in there.
I've seen so many different articles that say, it helps with Alzheimer's, you know, it helps with, obviously endorphins, and, triggering that happy brain.
Yeah.
But there's so many articles out there, and there really is so much science behind it. I mean, when you're dancing, you're just forgetting about everything.
Right.
So there's really nothing like it. I mean, I don't know about anyone else, but when I go to the gym and I go on the Stairmaster, a minute feels like a year, and I'm miserable. But when I'm dancing, it's like, oh, this is amazing.
Yeah, let's talk about the fitness sort of benefits of it. So I know if someone comes, they'll learn how to dance, right? So they could learn how to dance. They could have fun.
Yes.
Right? What's the fitness benefits to the way that you've organized your classes?
So it depends on what class you come to, but no matter what, you're getting cardio in. So you're sweating. I mean, we have the AC on 65 and people are still dripping sweat.
Wow, okay.
So that's the cardio aspect of it. And then, in 305, bar, boot camp, dance cardio, and even the traditional dance classes, there's always a section where it targets your abs. You're working your stomach, you're working
your core,
you're working your glutes, everything. And then even tap. You're doing all these intricate little moves with your feet. So you're working your calves, your thighs, your feet, your ankles, everything. So it's really, when you think of dance, you think of cardio, but it's just the little stuff in between that's really targeting those little muscles in between the bigger ones. And that's the strengthening part of it. So, I wanted to bring fitness into it, not just dance. I wanted to bring fitness into it because I feel that's less intimidating to people. I feel like they, everyone wants to work out at some point, whether it's your New Year's resolution or you do it every day.
And also some people want to do it because they want to get the benefits, but they hate going to the gym. They hate the process of that type of exercise. So to be able to provide an option that's you get the same exercise fitness benefits, but it's fun and you don't have to hate it. That's amazing.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, if I lived in the city, I would be doing it all the time, but I don't. I'm not trekking into the city. So the fact that, I could bring it out here is just really amazing.
Yeah. That's really cool. That's
Thank you.
A lot of fun. All right. So, first, before we go on, right now, for people that are just tuning in, can you just quickly, what's the name of your business? Where can they find it?
We are Dance On, an adult dance and fitness studio, and we are located on 347 in Smithtown, across from the entrance to Northern State Parkway.
Gotcha. What about like online? Do you have a website, Facebook?
We do. It's danceonli.com. And on there, you can sign up for classes. You can view our schedule, pricing, all the classes that we offer. There's all the bios of the teachers that you can see. And then from there, you can access all our social media. So we have an Instagram that I run, and I think I'm really funny, so you should go look. It's at danceonli. And then we're also on Facebook. So you can find us there.
Amazing. So you're accessible on various online platforms, websites, social media. And when they message, you're going to be replying.
Yep, I do. And I always reply within a day.
Oh, that's amazing.
Always.
Okay.
Because, everyone nowadays has their phone in their hands.
Yes.
I
literally have it on the table right now as we're interviewing.
So I mean, it's right in my hand. I'm seeing it come in. Everything's, directed to my phone. So if I don't respond within the hour, that's just because I'm trying to get more information to respond to you the best way I possibly can.
That's great. You're fully invested.
100%. No turning back. This is my baby. That's it.
See, I wish that more entrepreneurs knew this part of owning a business, that it's not just, the glitz and glamour.
No.
I think that's a false perception. That's a false reality. And I think the reality of it is when, in fact, you open a business, you're working longer and harder than a 9-to-5.
Absolutely. And I guess being a teacher is kind of a bad example because, when you're a teacher, you have to come home, you're planning, you're grading, you're answering parent emails and all that stuff. So that's kind of a bad example. But, my father is an insurance agent. So, when he comes home, he's home.
He's home.
But, being a business owner, you wake up thinking about it. You're eating thinking about it. You're doing whatever you're doing thinking about it. You go to sleep thinking about it. It's always on your mind. There's not one day you're not thinking about your business. I just went away last week. And every single day I was on the Instagram. I was on the email. I was on, I was making sure everything was okay as I'm walking through Main Street in Disney. But, it's, I don't mind it. So, when I was a teacher, I would cry and I was so stressed out and Sunday scaries were real.
Do you still cry over waffles now?
No, I love them. I love waffles. They make me so happy now. I don't cry as much anymore. But, now I tell people, so many people tried to talk me out of it too. You know, teaching such a great job. What are you doing? I'm like, but I'm miserable.
Yes.
Do you want me miserable?
No, you know, a lot of people are safe in comfort.
Yes, exactly. And I'm just not, you know, after seeing, you know, my dad was sick, and after seeing him like that, I'm like, life is just too short. Yeah. I can't do it. I don't want to, you know, be like, oh, retirement in 21 years. Yeah. Okay, 21 and then more have regret. Years. Exactly.
I think regret's a cancer.
Oh my gosh, it's horrible. Yeah. So I figured, I'm 25. Yeah. If I fail in 5 years, I'm 30. I can go right back to something else. 30 is the new 20, right? So that's fine.
Great point. Yeah.
I figured I'm home. I don't really have any major responsibilities. You know, I don't have any kids. I don't have anyone to take care of. Yeah. Let me, if I'm gonna waste it all now, let me do it now. Right. And you know, I'm just very grateful that my mom and my dad, you know, support me and they help me. And you know, my dad always says, you know, how's it going? How's it going? My mom always says, you know, oh, let me see the videos. You know, they're just so excited. So I'm very, very grateful that I have them as my support system, because I don't think I could do it without them. Right. But I think that's really important for people who want to own a business. You have to find that support group, whether it's at home with your spouse or your parents or your, you know, friend, whoever it is. Yeah. You just need that support just to look at them and go, okay, we're good. We're good. But you know, when I was teaching, I was miserable. Yeah. Now, you know, all that stress, and now I say, yes, I'm stressed, but it's my own stress. I'm controlling it. You know, if I'm stressed about, you know, getting a schedule together, well, I just got to sit down and do it. Right. That's it. You just got to figure out the time. Just, you know, be organized. It really
is that simple, by the way.
It is. It really is. Yeah. So, you know, I'm very type A. So everything is done. You know, I always make sure that I leave more time for myself. So I never want to get to that point where I'm like, oh no, tomorrow's December 1st. Do I have the schedules printed out? You know, so I always make sure that I go through it. By
the way, that's a great little tip. Even schedule time for yourself.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. So, you know, when I'm not at the studio or I'm not coaching, you know, I'm home, and I have a girl, Jess, that works the front desk for me, and I coached her my first year coaching. Oh my gosh. So I knew her since she was a freshman, and I absolutely adore her. So you know, she's home.
Sounds like a big family that you have.
It really is. It's your dance family, just coming back together. Yeah. So thank God she knows me, because I'm a micromanager. So, you know, I'll text her and say, hey, how's it going? What's this? And thank God she has the patience, and she'll explain it to me. And I'm like, I'm really sorry, Jess. I know you're smart. I know you can do it. And she's like, no, it's okay. She's like, or she'll text me and be like, just so you know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you.
Are you like a color coordinated person? Do you have like...
Oh, you should see my closet.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Wow.
It's a little ridiculous, actually. All right. I'm like Monica from Friends.
No, you're not.
I swear.
So you have the fancy towels that no one can use, not even the queen.
Well, I have my own bathroom, so no one's using any of my stuff, because that was a huge reason why I didn't want to go away to school.
Oh my gosh. You can't dorm with anyone.
My mom said to me, she goes, before I even thought about it, she goes, when you go to college, you're going to have to wear flip-flops in the shower. And I was like, no, no, then I'm not really clean. No, what? No, that's horrible. So, I mean, I had a hard time sharing a bathroom with my sister just because I'm so, like, you know, type A. So
let alone a stranger in a public bathroom, public shower.
No.
That freaks me out, too.
No, can't do it. So all those brave people that can, more power to you.
Right,
Can't do it. But yeah, you know, it's just, but like you said before, it really is that simple. Yeah. You want to do it, do it. Just be brave. Be, you know, consistent, have faith, and just do it. Yes. So, and I feel like, you know, I didn't take any business courses in school, and I took one accounting class. You know, I love my dad. He, you know, spoiled me rotten growing up. So, you know, I took my first accounting class, and I was so excited. I had my notebook, and I was like, all right, I'm ready. So now, you know, the teacher put something up on the board, and I was a senior in like a freshman course, because I thought maybe I want to be an accountant. Maybe. I don't know. Whatever. Just a backup. I had to take an elective anyways. Yeah. And she put something up on the board, and everyone started talking about it. Everyone knew what it was. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I don't even know what that means. Oh my God.
It's Chinese
to me. Oh my God. I went home. My dad goes, how was school? I was like, you're going to be the reason I failed my first class. Oh my God. He was like, what? He was like, how could you even blame this on me? I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. But, you know, I didn't take any business courses. I was, you know, I grew up, you know, thank God, you know, I had a great life growing up. And
but you learn by doing.
Exactly. You learn by doing. And even now when I talk to some people, and they're saying all these, like, you know, business jargon and all this stuff. And I don't know what that means. But then I'm like, oh, my God, am I going to fail? Because I don't know all this, all the ins and outs. I don't know anything about, you know, donors and, you know, things like that. So I get nervous. And then I have that, you know, little second of can I really do this? But then I go to the studio and I see people coming in smiling. I see people running in the door. I see people leaving smiling. And I'm like, I don't need to know that business jargon to be successful. I just need to be brave, have faith, and keep going.
There you go.
And I think that was a huge fear of mine, being able to compete with all these people who did get a degree in business or who did, who can do all these accounting things. Like, it's terrifying. But I think that's also what makes Dance On special is we're down to earth. We're not a corporate. We're just normal.
But you're also real dancers.
Yes. And we're everyday people, and we speak the same language as you. So, if you have a question, we're going to answer it very basically and just a way that you can understand. There's no corporate jargon. There's no, frou-frou stuff going on. It's just let's dance and have a great time.
Right. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, so you obviously were a professional dancer.
I was.
So you're bringing a lot of professionalism to the table. So there's not a lot of expectation, hopefully, of, let's say, like, I came in there. You're not going to expect me to be able to dance like you, right?
Absolutely
Because I promise you, I will never be able to dance.
We don't want you to dance like us. We want you to dance the way you want to dance.
You're Monica. I would be Phoebe dancing.
Do you run like Phoebe?
If I wanted to, yeah. I'm a very free spirit.
Yeah, but that's what we want. We have people also who come in, and the teacher's doing one thing, and people are doing something entirely different.
Wow.
They want to.
Right.
Let them. You don't want to.
Yes.
You don't want to do what we're doing.
Yes.
Do whatever you want to do. That's fine.
It's about community.
This is your hour.
Yes.
So do what you want to do.
I love it.
So we have people who have never danced before. We have people who have danced professionally. We have people all levels, and they're just there to have a good time.
Wow.
We're not competing. We're not performing anywhere. We're just there to dance for the hour. That's it. And that's what I think is really great about Dance On is it's not a commitment. You don't have to worry about coming every single week if you don't want to. Life happens.
Yes.
We get it.
Right.
So just having that option that's there, it's like, okay, I had a really stressful week. Maybe I can make time for myself and go for the hour. If not, they'll still be there next week. So that's what we're trying to do.
Would you be open to people, like, let's say they're curious and it's the person like, I don't have a lot of friends that I can recruit, but I'm nervous about meeting new people. Could they come and just check it out?
Absolutely.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Right.
So we've had people who come and just kind of like look through the window and like just like observe, and that's fine. But usually, we never offered free trial classes because we know they're going to love it. We know. I've sometimes people were a little nervous or I'm real. So if people are come in and I mean, it's never happened before, thank God. But if someone comes out after 10 minutes and they're like, I can't do it. Here's your money back.
Right.
It's okay. We're not money greedy. We're not trying to hurt anyone.
No, you're approachable.
We just want people to have a good time, and that's it.
Amazing. All right, so you mentioned some classes that you said, oh, it's so popular, it's a big trend.
Yes.
I'm going to be honest. I might have shook my head. I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's okay though.
When you say bar and 305, can you describe what are those things?
Absolutely. So our fitness classes, we have boot camp, which is basically like a full body workout.
Okay.
And you use your body weight. We have 2-pound weights that you probably laugh and you're like, 2 pounds, okay. But then using them for 10 minutes, they feel like
you burn.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So we have the boot camp class, which is a full body workout. It's really high intensity and that just targets every single muscle in your body. Then we have bar, which I describe as ballet and Pilates combined.
Oh, okay.
So bar is very low impact. So what that means is you always have at least 1 foot on the ground.
Got it.
And it targets those little muscles in between the bigger ones, things that you would never really think about ever. And you don't really know that they even exist until you're feeling them the next day. So people always say, oh, well, ballet and Pilates, I was never a ballerina. You don't need to be.
Yeah.
It's just really, really small movements that just target those small muscles. And then we have 305 Fitness. So 305 Fitness is in the city, and it is a full-on dance party. So it's a 45-minute class, and it has about 30 minutes of dancing and dance cardio. Then there's a toning section, which, depending on the teacher, they pick what muscles they want to target. Sometimes they take requests, and then you have the hip-hop section, which is just more dancing. But you get a little bit of everything.
Sure.
So, and, in the 305 fitness classes and in dance cardio, which is essentially the same thing, it's just an hour long, I always tell people, it's how you would dance with your girlfriends at a wedding, or how you would dance with your girlfriends if you're going out,
right?
Or how you would dance with your girlfriends when you're waiting for your food to cook. Like that's just like the kind of dancing that you're doing. You know, you're shaking your butt, you're shimmying, you know, you're grapevining, you know. But even if you don't know what grapevining or shimmying is, you're just following the feed, or you're just doing whatever you want.
Right.
That's it. Yeah. And you know, it's just the people who are all there are very real. They're very accepting. They all just want to, you know, be friends and have a good time. Yeah. So those are the fitness classes that we currently offer. We're trying to get yoga in there. You know, we have a lot of ideas. You know, and that's, I would say, one of the curses of being a business owner is you have all these ideas in your head, and it's like, oh my God. And you know, I was telling my mom last week, I said, yeah, you know, for October, for breast cancer awareness, you know, every single time someone wears pink, I'm going to give them a raffle. And then at the end of the month, you know, we're going to pick a winner. And so mom goes, oh, it's a good idea for next October. So I go, oh my God, it's November. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, what's happening? So, you know, you have all these ideas and, you know, but you have to still remember to take care of the daily duties and all that stuff. So, you know, writing everything down, you know, I was never big on, you know, writing and journaling and stuff like that. Now I have, you know, because I am type A, when I was a teacher, I had all my to-do lists. Now, I mean, the list, it's like a CVS receipt. It just keeps going and going and going. But, you know, I know one day those will be, you know, in action. And I'm still new. I have to keep reminding myself. We're, you know, it's on December 1st will be a year and a half. Wow. That's it. So I have to keep reminding myself that, actually, January 1st will be a year and a half. So I have to keep reminding myself, you know, you're new. It's okay. You just make sure people are happy, and things will happen. So right now, you know, we're just trying to figure out still what works. You know, what do people want? When do they want it? How do they want it? So that's kind of what we're still trying to figure out.
Yeah, you're still studying.
Yeah, exactly.
Analyzing the data. That's so smart of you. Now, as far as like classes currently, what time of the day are these classes?
So most classes are in the afternoon. So, and it varies day to day. So we do have morning classes, you know, for anyone who maybe works nights or whatever.
Yeah, stay-at-home mom.
Kids go to school. So we have morning classes right now, Wednesday and Friday. And our Wednesday morning class is a 305 fitness class. Okay. And then Friday mornings, it alternates between boot camp and bar. So that way, if you only can come Friday, you're getting 2 classes every other week. So, and then we also have our Saturday morning classes, which there's really no better way to start your weekend. Then we also have classes Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday nights. And they some days they start at 5:30, some days they start at 6, some days they start at, you know, 7. It's all different. We try to pick times that
accommodate people, right?
And it's not that, oh my God, but I'm so tired. You know, we still want people, if a class starts at 8 o'clock, we're going to make it worth it. So you just come, dance, and then when you leave at 9, you're done.
You know, another thing that just came to mind, like I know, like on Long Island, everyone's always looking for something to do at night. You know, whether it be, you know, let's find a cool restaurant, let's find a cool bar, let's go bowling or the movies. This actually is something that should be on everyone's list. Why not go dancing?
Absolutely.
That's amazing.
And you know what's great too is, you know, I've had people who have come and they say, you know, I'm just here because I feel stupid at weddings. Yeah. And you know, all these songs are played at weddings. Right. So if I can dance to this song here, I can dance to it at a wedding. Wow. So, you know, there's that aspect of it too, where people are just coming to feel more comfortable. Yeah. You know, they don't care about anything else. They just want to feel more comfortable moving. Yes. And there's really no better place to get that. Because no one's judging you. No one's looking at you. You know, if you mess up, like people are gonna like cheer you on. Like no one's, you know, people are gonna be like, oh, I loved your solo. Like no one's there to criticize you or anything. You know, you're just dancing with you and yourself in the mirror, and that's it. Yeah.
People are having fun there, huh?
Absolutely. It's just a great time. I mean, if you go on our Instagram, I post videos all the time.
You do? Okay.
All the time of the classes. Yeah, and like I just started, which I should have been doing from the start, but that's another lesson that you learn. Yeah. Now if I post a video of like a full video of things going on, I post what the class is, who the teacher is, what the song is, and all that stuff. So now you know. Yes. If I go to beginner tap, this is what I can expect.
Expectation.
If I go to dance cardio, this is what I can expect. So things like that. Yeah. So just we're not trying to trick anyone. We're not trying to fool anyone. What you see is what you're gonna get. Yes. And that's it. And you just hear the laughing going on. You see the smiles. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. And we have people who are 18 years old, and we have people who are in their 60s. So it's just all over the place. Yes. There's no one type of client that we're targeting. We want everyone to come. We have men, we have women, we have everybody.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
I would say the only prerequisite is, do you want to have fun?
Absolutely. I like
place.
that. Yeah. Do you want to have fun? Come to Dance On.
Right. That's awesome.
It's just a great time.
Yeah.
It really is. And there's no, prep work for it. You come however you want. You want to dance barefoot? Dance barefoot. You want to dance in sneakers? Sure. You want it shorts, tank, whatever. Just come however you want to come, and that's it. And you're just paying for the class. You don't need, a monitor for anything. You don't need special shoes or socks or anything like that. It's just whatever you want to be comfortable in.
Yeah.
You be comfortable in.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's incredible. You've really embraced this role of entrepreneur, and honestly, you're made for this.
Thank you.
Wow, you've got the personality for it, the drive for it.
I try. Yeah.
And you're doing a good job.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hopefully, maybe one day you're going to open up like a bunch of these all over the place.
My Uncle Bob, who's my Aunt Roro's husband, he always says, "Oh, this is just a start. This is just a start." And in my head, I'm like, "What? I can't even fathom." Oh my God, And I'm very grateful that this June, my Aunt Roro split her big space into two smaller ones, so I could get a full side for ourselves.
Oh wow.
So now it's just Dance On. So, I never had to build anything, growing up. I never had to build a house or what.
Yeah.
So, going through that whole process, in my head, I was like, okay, it's going to be done in 2 weeks. And during these 2 weeks, I'm going to go to the gym.
Right.
I'm going to be so relaxed. I was there every day.
Oh, yeah.
I was there every day. Oh, my God. There's so many things that go, my uncle, because we're Italian, so we have a guy for everything. So my uncle, was the, contractor on the whole thing. And, he would call me and say, all right, you got to come down here. And I would be like, oh my God, why?
Yeah.
And I would go down and, thank God. But he would explain everything to me.
Wow.
And he would say, okay, you see this is that. With the town, you need this, you need that. And I'm like, what? What do I need?
Yeah.
It's just so crazy. And
Crash course in business.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And again, you don't realize everything it has to go, everything that it requires unless you actually go through it.
Yes.
So when I went, I was like, oh, okay, I need a permit. And then they were like, okay, it's this much money. I was like, I'm sorry. What? Why isn't it free? I don't understand.
Right.
What?
Yeah.
Or like, oh, you want hardwood? Well, why?
Yeah.
I could just go cut down a tree, right? Like, I don't understand. What? Or even like the paint. I never knew about bathroom special paint.
Yeah.
Now I wish I did because I'm cleaning water stains all the time.
God.
But you don't realize any of this until you actually go through it. And I think that's, instead of just getting frustrated and just, throwing your hands up, you just need to, you just need to have patience and be like, next time, I'm going to do this.
Live and learn.
And it's just something that sits with you. So I'm very grateful that now we have this beautiful big space, it's just us, it's adults only. I just, it's very surreal to think about where we were a year ago. And, I see pictures from that lovely time hop on Facebook. So, a year ago this happened and I'm like, wow, look at that little room. And,
You've come a long way.
A long way. And, my mom helped me paint it. Well, actually I shouldn't say she helped me. She painted it because I was fired. I was fired within 5 minutes.
Oh my
She was
gosh.
like, oh, okay, why don't you just go get us some food? And I was like, okay.
Thinking
like, oh, I'm going to go help my mom and get some food. Meanwhile, she was like, you suck at painting. She was like, I don't understand why you can't do this. And
Holy
I'm like,
cow. By the way, dinners probably at your house are hilarious. Like to be a fly on the wall, probably at a family dinner.
And
it must be incredible.
My sister is the really funny one.
Okay.
She really you're just around her and you just laugh. I mean, her and her husband are high school sweethearts, and he still thinks she's hilarious. So she just makes you laugh. And we're all Italian, so we're always together, and it just, the laughs are just unreal. Cool. But so is the support, and so is the love, and that's really why I got as far as I did because of them. So I'm very, very grateful. But it is a good time. It's there's nothing I could say to really put it into words. You just have to come and experience it yourself. Because once you do, you won't even be able to put it into words, but you'll get it. So it's just that feeling of community, confidence, fun, and happiness. That's really all it is. It's happiness. We're just there to help people be happy for an hour. And that feeling stays with you, and then on the ride home, a song might come on that you just dance to, and you're in your car and you're dancing. And it's just a feeling. There's really nothing like it. I mean, I'm not a runner. I never will be a runner. I hate running. I cheated on the mile every year in high school. It's not for me. But I can only imagine, people who are runners, you still don't get that feeling that you get when you're, at Dance On, or if you lift weights. There's just no feeling like dancing.
Yeah,
there really
it's a rush.
isn't. It is. It's just, you're just having such a great time. I mean, getting lost in the music and the song, and or maybe a song comes on that you were like, oh my God, I forgot about this song, and it's just a time for yourself, an hour for you, to make new friends, to feel great. And that's really all it is. We have people who I repost all their reviews, and you can read what they say. I didn't pay anyone to do it, so it's all their own words. And so, it's real. It's real.
Yes.
But and it really is for everybody. It doesn't matter where you're from, what you look like, how long you've been dancing, how long you've not been dancing. It doesn't matter. You can do this. Yeah. And you can have fun.
Try it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just come down and try it.
Just come down and try it. And we've even have people who are, I had one woman who was in her 70s that came because she wanted to try a tap class, because ever since she saw Singing in the Rain, she wants to tap.
Oh my gosh.
So she came down and she tried it.
Wow.
And she said, I'm so happy I did that. She goes, even if I'm only here once, I did it. And now we have a place for people to do that and feel that way.
That's amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
So you're a local.
I'm a local.
You have a local business.
A local business.
And you're killing it.
Thank you.
You're doing a really good job.
Trying.
All right. Everyone honestly needs to call you. They need to check out your stuff. They need to try this class.
And even if you don't want to call me because you don't like talking to people, that's fine. You can use the MindBody app to sign up, or visit our website. And, we even have walk-ins.
Yeah.
Back when we were in the small room, we could only accommodate about 12 people tops.
Yeah.
Now we have this massive room that, you can just walk in.
Yes.
It's better to sign up, but you can just walk in. If you're like, you know what? I'm just going to go there and do it. Starts in 5 minutes. I'm going.
Right. Get in the car, come down.
That's it. And, even if you just need that little burst of courage just to go, you can. We have the room. We'll make the room if we don't have the room.
Yeah.
We want you to come and dance. We want you to come and try it.
That's awesome. So if you want to be happy, go there.
Absolutely.
Although if you revel in your unhappiness and you like to be sad, don't. This is not for you then.
No. And you know what? We've had people who maybe have that kind of negative, vibe coming, and it's either gone by the time they leave, or they don't come back.
Right.
And that's fine.
Right.
They tried it, and that's
you live in your unhappy world.
That's right.
That's fine.
We're just here to have fun and dance. But you know what? Even if you're not a dancer, we offer gift cards too. So even if you want to gift it to someone, plug holiday season. But even if you want to buy a gift card, we have gift cards. You can gift dance to somebody. We offer packages. So that way, it's not a monthly membership. We're not at that point yet, maybe somewhere in the future. But right now, it's monthly memberships. And, they come in 5, 10, and 20.
Okay.
And you have a year to use them.
Love it.
We don't make you use them in 3 months. That's just not realistic. Amazing. Life happens. Life's busy.
Yep.
So you have a year to use them.
Yeah.
You can use them for any class on our schedule. And we just try to make it
There's
as
literally
easy as
no
possible.
reason to actually try one of your classes.
I agree.
There's absolutely no reason.
Did you hear that? There's no reason.
All right, so random question.
Yes.
What is one book that you've read? It could be anything from Dr. Seuss to something serious.
Oh, God.
What's one book?
Oh, let's see. I Am a Hopeless Romantic.
Okay.
So I read...
The Twilight series.
No. God, no. Okay. I don't have the patience. I'm a math girl, remember?
Yes.
So I'm not really much of a reader.
Okay.
But one book that I read was I got it from the movie Sex and the City.
Okay.
Love Letters of Great Men.
Yeah, okay.
And just reading that, I was like, wow. I was like, this kind of just ruined me for the rest of my life, because no man is ever going to write to me this way. But that's okay.
Yeah.
It's just nice to kind of feel that romance.
Yeah, my wife is a hopeless romantic as well.
I knew I liked her.
Yeah, she's amazing. But she'll read these books or watch these movies that cast these individuals that are not real.
I know.
And then when she's done reading the book or watching the movie, and obviously I did not live up to the expectation of the character, she looks at me with such disappointment. I'm like, I'll try harder.
Well, you know what? At least you say the right thing. I'll try harder. Not what do you expect? I mean, just watch the movie. Steal their idea.
Well, there you go.
Just
there you go.
It.
But I cannot turn into a vampire though, so
no,
I do have limitations.
That's okay. Flowers are still cool.
Yeah, there you go. It's all about effort, right?
Yeah. But the other book that I read was actually Derek Huff's book. He's a professional dancer.
Okay.
Obviously a male dancer.
Yes. Is he the So You Think You Can Dance guy?
No, he's on Dancing with the Stars.
I'm
that's
sorry.
What you meant.
Sorry.
Yes,
that's
what you meant.
Got it.
And I read his book, and he just had a fascinating life. He was in London for most of his childhood, learning over there, and why he started dancing was really funny to read and all that stuff.
All right.
So I like the bios. I'm Elvis obsessed.
Really?
Really.
Elvis? Like the singer Elvis?
Elvis Presley.
You're obsessed with Elvis.
Obsessed.
You don't hear that every day.
I know.
Wow.
That's
All right,
what
so we're
makes
gonna
it
have to
so
get you
special.
come back and do a little Elvis ditty for us.
Yeah.
Then.
My sister's the singer, but I
Okay.
can get her to do it.
All right. Awesome. Well, listen. Thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you for having me.
Give one more plug. What's your name? What's the name of your business? Where can they find you? All that good stuff.
Awesome. I am Michele Marciante. I am St. James born and bred Smithtown East alumni, and I have a business called Dance On Adult Dance and Fitness Studio, and we are for people 18 years and older who just want to come, be happy, and dance their troubles away. And we're located right in Smithtown on 347, across from the entrance to Northern State Parkway.
Awesome. Guys, you heard it. Go check her out. She's amazing. By the way, even just probably, I haven't checked out your Instagram yet, but I have a feeling that if I did, I'm going to become obsessed, and it's going to make me feel good every day. It's
and you're going to laugh. I'm really funny.
Really?
I try to be.
All right, so a self-proclaimed comedian here. All right,
Yeah.
all right. Let's see if it
I
lives up
laugh
to
at every
expectations.
single joke I make, so it has to be
You think you're funny,
Yeah.
right? Okay. My wife says that all the time. I think I'm funny. So awesome. So go check her out. Follow her everywhere she is,
Everywhere.
and definitely get your friends together and check out one of the classes. I have a feeling everyone will be better for it.
Let's all dance through life together.
I love it, guys.
I love it.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget, don't fear the process, and don't fear grit. Take care, guys.